Hello everyone, and welcome to another edition of Senior Soundings. I'm your host, Gerry LePage, and we're pleased to have you along today. My guest is someone with an agency and mission that has not appeared on Senior Soundings up to now. So I'm very pleased and delighted to introduce Gail Ruscetta of Bike Newport. And Gail is the community educator for Bike Newport, which is a growing nonprofit offering services and education, including safety education and the like, to bikers in the Newport area. Gail, welcome. Thank you for coming along.
Thank you,
Gerry. Take it away. Where would you like to start? Tell us maybe a little bit about the basics of Bike Newport, its mission, and that kind of thing.
Yeah, sure. So Bike Newport is a local nonprofit that focuses on bicycle safety, bicycle education, bicycle advocacy. Our mission is to get more people on bikes in a safe way, and we serve anyone and everyone who would like to ride or who wishes they could, especially people who would like to make bicycling their primary source of transportation. But really, bicycling is huge, and I was just saying that the bicycle itself is a tool. It's a tool for confidence, for joy, for independence, you know.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
And Bike Newport was founded in 2011 by Barry Freeman as a local volunteer, advocacy organization, and we have really grown. We now have 8 full-time staff. We have a headquarters right across from City Hall. We have a full-service bike shop next door. We have a satellite office. We also have a campus that we run bike camp out of and other events called the Big Blue Bike Barn on the backside of my Antinomy Park. We have the first ever in Rhode Island traffic garden, which is a wonderful streetscape whereby you can teach someone how to ride, especially how to ride in traffic, because it has all of the street signs on there.
Interesting. Whereabouts is that traffic garden?
The traffic garden is 120 Hillside Avenue. So if you go along Hillside and you're passing that beautiful gem of a park, my Antinomy Park, the traffic garden is right there at the end of it. It was an unused parking space. It's now a basketball court, still a basketball court, but it's painted now as a cityscape. And I do a lot of teaching there.
I see. Well, Gail, tell me more then about some of the specific topics in terms of bike education that you conduct.
Yes, well, Claire Woodhead is our Director of Education, and I, as the community educator, our primary job is to work with groups and work with schools and teach classes on bicycle safety, bicycling skills. We're both licensed cycling instructors through the League of American Cyclists, which is, I would say, our nation's biggest cycling organization for advocacy and education. So we go into the schools, we teach every 3rd grader bicycle safety in Newport. We teach every 5th grader in Newport, now in Middletown and in Portsmouth. So we're really reaching Aquidneck Island with bicycle safety, and many, many children have learned for the first time to ride a bike in our classes, which is just the most wonderful thing ever.
Sure. And along with that, I'm sure they're learning all of the appropriate safety measures.
Yes, that's the thing. Most children know how to ride a bike, and that's what I tell them. And I tell the adults too, I'm not here. I know you can ride a bike, but I'm here to teach you how to ride a bike safely in traffic. And who teaches you that? No one really does. So you have to teach the traffic signals, the way to communicate with cars, what the laws are in Rhode Island, and how to ride safely. And as Barry, our founder, is always saying, Aquidneck Island is incredibly accessible by bicycle. What is it, 15 miles long and 3 miles wide? And most car trips are, I think, under a mile. So if you know how to ride in traffic safely, and if you practice it, right, and get it into your body memory, then you're more likely to get out of that car and give yourself some exercise and fresh air and joy, and to get on your bike. And it's, it's a wonderful thing for all ages.
Sure. So that's teaching in the schools. Tell me a little bit more about some of the other educational programs that you're involved.
So right now I'm in the middle of bike camp. So that's again focuses on children, but I partner with Fab Newport for 3 weeks, and then we have our own bike camp for 3 weeks, and we take those kids down to Parati Park, get on the boat, go to Rose Island. We take them down to Hunter Park for a tennis lesson. We take them to First Beach for a surfing lesson. It is a wonderful camp.
So it's more than just bike.
So much fun. We teach them bike mechanics, how to fix a flat tire, how to maintain their bike. Again, all the traffic safety rules. So if you see us going through town, we will all have high-vis vests on, because you want to ride predictably and you want to be visible. Right? You don't want to hide off to the right. You want those motorists to see you, and I teach them how to do that and signal so that motorists know what you are about to do. But I also teach classes for adults. I have a Cycle Friends group that meets the first Saturday of every month, just for people who want to ride bikes together. If it's inclement, we work on bikes in our community bike garage, which is open every day, by the way, and anybody who wants to get their bike fixed and learn how can come to our community garage. We have a wonderful mechanic there by the name of Mark, and he's a terrific teacher. Sometimes I'm there and I love to help, and I've learned so much about bike mechanics. I run bike mechanics for women, people who identify as women, the third Friday of every month, and that's tonight. So that's called GEM Night, Gender Equity Mechanics. And our biggest thing right now is e-bikes, Gerry.
Yes.
E-bikes have exploded in popularity.
And I imagine that's why a lot of the need to educate bike users about the traffic laws and the like, because those e-bikes go a lot faster.
Yeah, they have allowed so many more people to be able to bike who would love to bike, or people who used to bike and would still like to bike, So older adults are riding e-bikes. It's been a wonderful game changer for this demographic. Young people are using e-bikes to get to work, less sweaty, on time. They can go farther. They can ride longer, and there are all types of e-bikes. So I teach an e-bike class, and I would encourage, and it's free for me to come to you and do, let's say, a brown bag lunch for your business, or just get a group together and I will come and I will teach this e-bike course that I call You Have the Power. Part 1 is all indoors, and part 2, we jump on our bikes, and I teach you how to safely ride in traffic. If you are considering buying an e-bike, I suggest taking this class, because there are 3 different classes of e-bikes, class 1, class 2, and class 3. So I tell you all about that. I tell you about battery safety, how to care for your e-bike, how to care for what are the biking skills, what are the differences between a traditional bike and an e-bike. They weigh more. They're heavier. They require more stopping power, right? You have to start braking earlier. You need to take care of those brakes. So they're just wonderful. They've allowed so many people to get out there on the bike path, do their errands, do their shopping by e-bike, leave their car at home. You don't have to deal with parking. You don't have to pay for parking. You don't have to find a parking spot.
Just chain it to the closest signpost.
Yeah,
Right,
or
right.
hopefully bike rack.
Hopefully bike rack. but
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
No, I've seen a pretty large increase just in my neighborhood of e-bikes,
Yep.
including a number of older adults
Yeah.
using them.
Yeah, it's a wonderful, wonderful thing.
So is this e-bike course that you offer, are you planning, do you have any plans possibly to offer this at the senior centers?
I have done some at the senior centers. I did one at the Tiverton Senior Center. They were wonderful out there. I loved that senior center is wonderful.
My hometown. It
It's
stands to reason.
yeah, I mean it's a wonderful thing. I have done one at the Edward King House in Newport. I'd love to do one in Middletown, and I'd love to do one in Portsmouth. The Portsmouth Public Library, they were, as soon as their new carpet goes down, I think I'll go in there. But honestly, anyone can ask for this course and I will come to you and teach it.
Wonderful.
As long as we are grant funded, so it wouldn't cost you anything. So now is a good time to do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
Well, that's very good information. We still have quite a bit of time, so Gail, why don't you tell us about some of your own pet projects, those that you may not have had a chance to mention yet?
Well, I do want to talk about Community Bike Garage because it's always very busy and people find it so useful and so helpful. Every day, Monday through Friday, it's a do-it-together space. So people can come in and bring their bikes and we will teach them how to fix whatever the issue is, or or you can watch as we do it, and we have parts that you can buy either new or used, and it's really by donation. So it's a wonderful thing to do. If you want to learn, there's that Community Bike Garage. If you want to just drop your bike and pay for it and go, the Annex is the place, because we also have this full service bike shop.
Nice.
And Rick and Matt are just master bike mechanics, and so you could just drop your bike and pay for it if you want to do that too.
Now, at the Community Bike Workshop, are all of the tools there?
Yes, yeah.
So you don't have to bring your own tools. All you need to bring is your bike.
We have probably a capability to have 6 different bays, fully with full tools, each one. So it's a wonderful teaching space. I have children come with their parents, and the children learn. I don't know if you knew this, but any child 10 years old and under, if they don't have a bicycle, they can come to us and they can get a bicycle free.
Wow.
And
I had
anyone
no
who,
idea.
yeah, and anyone who needs a bike and can't afford a bike can do the Earn a Bike program. So they can do some chores and some tasks for us, and they pick out a bike and we set it aside for them, and then they learn some things, and then they go away with a lovely bike.
Sure. And they have the skill that they might be able to come back to volunteer sometime in the bike workshop.
And they do.
Or
And they do.
And
We
they
have
do.
volunteers that return over and over again. Another program I want to talk about is the Ciclista program. So students who are new to the country and have no way to get around. A lot of these students in high school age, and actually we brought Ciclistas to the middle school just recently in Middletown to Gaudet. But we furnished them with a new bike, fully kitted out with lights and a lock and a backpack full of tools and a high-vis hoodie, and we take them for the day. We teach them bike safety, Claire and I, and we teach them how to change their flat tire. We give them all the tools to do so. And then we take them on a ride. We show them this is the safest way to get to school, to get home, or to get to your job. And it has actually, at Rogers High School, reduced absenteeism quite a lot.
wow.
So the Ciclista program was funded by Powered by Prince, and it has made a tremendous difference in those young students' lives.
Ciclista.
Ciclista.
Very nice,
because a
very
lot
nice.
of these new students, new to the country, are coming from Central America,
Sure.
South America, and their home language is Espanol.
And but I'm really amazed and delighted to hear about the attendance
Yeah.
change over at the high school.
Yep.
So this means obviously that a lot of cyclista participants are now taking their bikes to school,
They do.
and in case they miss the bus,
Yep.
I don't. Is there a bus service for students in Newport?
There is, but I think they find it a lot more convenient on their own schedule, as you would too, to be able to just run your own schedule and have the independence.
Right.
It gives them independence,
Sure.
as does, any child, even a fifth grader, a third grader, or a 7-year-old who just learns to ride. That is the first step towards independence.
Of course.
And they're so proud of themselves.
It is so liberating.
It's so liberating,
Yeah.
and that bicycle is a liberation tool.
Yeah.
It has been throughout history. But should I talk about some of the things we're doing, some of our events?
Absolutely, yes. Bike Newport is a nonprofit organization, so they do rely on fundraising events and the like. So, Gail, you're just going to mention some of the fundraisers that you have. Are these all like annual events?
Well, some are. Let's see. Let's talk about our full moon ride. This is not a fundraiser necessarily, but it is something that's very popular.
Okay.
Jerry, you should come. It's so fun.
Full moon ride.
Yeah, the full moon ride. We do it once a month at the full moon. So whatever night the full moon is rising, we're sponsored by AARP of Rhode Island. And so people gather at Equality Park, which is on Broadway. And depending on, as the moon rises at different times. So like right about now, we would gather, I think that August is the sturgeon moon. We just had the buck moon in July. So in August, people will gather, it's on the website, at 7, and then we ride out at 7:30. So we take people around the Ocean Drive with stops. So we'll stop at Brenton Point, people take pictures. Sometimes we have 60 or more riders, and everybody has a white light on and a red light behind, right? And there are ride marshals to keep everybody safe. It's so fun. And then, so we go around, and then we stop. We stop at different points along the way. Kings Park, But when we stop at Brenton Point, pretty much the moon is rising at that point, and you get this huge moon, and people have so much fun. It's about 13, 14 miles, but we go 10 miles an hour. It's a slow pace.
Right.
So that's every month. So the full moon ride is really fun, and
Okay, the full moon ride.
yep, it's on the website. You can sign up for it. Our biggest event coming up right now is the 10-spot ride. And the 10-spot ride is our biggest fundraiser.
All right, tell us about the 10-spot ride.
So you buy a ticket and you ride your bicycle to 10 private spots in Newport that you would never see if you didn't go on this. And at every spot, there's live music, there's beautiful food, and something special to drink. It's non-alcoholic because they're riding bicycles.
Right.
And the night before, they email you which spot you were going to. Not everybody starts at the same spot, right? Maybe you would start at spot 4 and I'd start at spot 6.
Right.
And then I think it starts at, I want to say 10 or 11 in the morning. Again, it's on the website. And then you have until 4 in the afternoon to hit all the 10 spots.
Right.
And people love it. And they ride around with their friends, and you're in somebody's private garden, or you're in some beautiful venue by the ocean.
And these are places. These are like, for the most part, are privately owned.
Yeah.
So you're getting access to somebody's backyard, essentially.
Well, somebody's backyard, or sometimes it's at Rough Point.
Right.
Would be one of the spots. And Barry's very good at keeping the spots absolutely secret. No one knows. I don't even know where this year's 10 spots are. So if you want to know, buy a ticket and go.
I see. Okay. Sounds like a great adventure.
Yeah. It's very, very, very fun. And of course, the folk festival's coming up,
Okay, yeah.
and jazz festival.
Right.
And
what is Newport's connection
Yeah.
with the festivals?
We offer valet bike parking
Oh.
there. And I want to say it's average for the Folk Festival, 1,500 bikes a day we are parking.
Wow.
It is a sea of bike racks and bicycles, and it allows you not to have to sit in traffic. So
Right.
you can bike in
And bike out.
and bike out, and the bikes go before the cars at the end of the day.
Uh-huh.
And we put lights on every bike. We sneak out there, put lights on every bike, and then you see this sea of lights that's leaving
That's
at night.
fabulous.
Yeah.
A nice way to end what is just about always a magnificent afternoon,
Absolutely.
regardless.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
and
that
we have
sounds-
bollards to make a separated bike lane for bikers. And if you want to drive in, you drive in and park. Now you'd have to check the website, but I think people there'll be a parking venue, and then you can get your bike out and bike in and just bypass that traffic, which I highly recommend.
sounds like a very nice solution
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
driving a car over there.
There's car-free rides like Elliot's Ride. So we close part of the Ocean Drive and there are no cars allowed from 9 to noon. We're having
On
another
the day
one.
of the festivals, or
What's that?
are you talking about on the day of the festivals?
No, Elliot's
or?
Ride is a separate event. We already had that. That was in April, I want to say. But coming up in September is the Seconic Coastal Bike and Stroll over there at Common Fence Point. So we will close off a good 2 miles of that, but it includes the bridges, 2 bridges, I want to say. And I think I have some notes here about that. Again, all of this is on the website, but
Well, one would be the Seconic Bridge.
yeah, there's a 2-mile stretch of Park Avenue and the hummocks. So you've got the Seconic Bridge to Tiverton, and then which is connected to the entrance of Common Fence Point. And the Seconic Bridge has a separated bike lane on it, doesn't it?
Right. Yeah.
So, and that's a really fun day. People are out there with their strollers and their roller skates and bicycling. And the community at Common Fence Point, they're so great over there.
Yes,
They come out, and last year some people even had snacks and drinks outside their house, and it was wonderful. All the neighbors would just treat it like a street fair almost.
Yeah,
it was delightful.
The Common Fence Point Community Center definitely is a credit to Portsmouth and this, well, more specifically that neighborhood, but I think really to the whole surrounding area, not only Portsmouth, but Tiverton and even Bristol and the like. I just was speaking with someone yesterday from Bristol who said, I just love the things they're doing over at Common Fence Point. So we're glad to see, and it's great to see how, like your program is working with other community resources to improve people's quality of life and opportunities for adventure and healthy exercise and learning. Just magnificent.
We do. We try to partner with lots of organizations. I think our Get There by Bike initiative, we have partnered with, for example, Newport Film to allow people to bike to these various locations where Newport Film sets up and screens these films for the community. There's bike racks there. They will publish a map to show you how to get there.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we've covered a broad range of topics and activities and interest areas, and the one thing that really brings them all together is the bicycle.
Yeah.
And I'm just amazed to learn or to really finally contemplate the diversity of things that bicycling and having a bicycle and knowing how to operate it safely
Right. because
really
people-
can enhance your whole life.
It really does, Jerry. People use the bicycle for recreation, they use it for transportation, they use it for the economy, for their employment. As we talked about, it's a tool for creating independence and confidence and health and joy.
So it's definitely a wonderful thing. So Viewers, please tell your friends about Bike Newport as well, and come over down to Newport to visit the program and sign up for some of these magnificent activities.
Yes, we're working hard at it year-round. At Christmas time, we have a bike giveaway whereby we give away 80 to 100 bikes to children. So as soon as summer is over, we have a big J1 population that comes in to work in all of the businesses during the summer. Did you know that? They come from Ireland, they come from Eastern Europe, they come, and they all come to us to get transportation.
So the J1 is that
the J1 is a type of visa.
A temporary employment
temporary
visa,
employment.
That kind of
so
thing.
they're
Right.
in the hotels, and they're the sailing school and the cafes, and
Sure.
and so we provide bikes for them for very inexpensively. By the way, we have bikes for sale, wonderful bikes that are all fully mechanic checked.
Are these like used bicycles that have
Used
been
bicycles,
reconditioned?
Yes, that people donate, and then we recondition them.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and the J1s come and they buy them as well, but then at the end of their term, if they bring their bike back, we give them $50 back.
Oh.
So what a great deal.
Sure.
So as soon as the J1 season is finished, then it's time to get the children's bikes ready for the Christmas bike giveaway. And that is great. Oh, speaking of, that happens at the Big Blue Bike Barn. And we've just recently gotten electricity there. We have solar panels. We have so many partners and sponsors. They're so generous. So now we have electricity there, and it's a wonderful thing.
Glad to hear it.
Yes.
So we have about a minute left. Do you have any parting comments for this episode, Gail? I think we're going to have you come back.
I would love to come back, or someone else from Bike Newport. We're all, they're all my colleagues are wonderful. I would say that if you ever thought about wanting to bike again, please contact me, because my specialty is fitting you to a bicycle, teaching you how to safely ride it. Anyone at Bike Newport can help you find one, or please take one of our classes. We're here for you. We're here for the community, and just find us. Go to the website. The website is very comprehensive.
All right, Gail, we're just about out of time. Thank you so much for this really fascinating presentation, and thank you definitely on behalf of our viewers. Thank you, viewers, for joining us, and I hope you enjoyed today's program. We'll see you again next time on Senior Soundings.
Hi, we're from Aquidneck Island Adult Learning Center in Newport, Rhode Island. We're looking for students and volunteers for our many classes, including GED, English as a Second Language, Nursing Assistant, Phlebotomist, Med Tech, Medical Technician, Apprenticeships, Computer Skills, and lots more.
Please contact us if you'd like more information. Thank you.